Thiessen moving to amend the proposed temporary rules of the House of Representatives for the 87th session be amended to read as follows. Rule 4.15 is amended to read.
The amendment has not reached every member's desk yet. Reminder for as we go forward, make sure and get your amendments filed early. But to the author of the amendment, to explain before we take the vote, the member from Hennepin, Representative Thiessen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We can all agree, as we took our oath of office today, that we are facing a budget crisis of serious and historic proportions and dealing with an economy that continues to slow down, to be too slow. People continue to be out of work. We need to get them back to work. People are on the verge of losing their home. We have a lot of problems facing our state. And, Mr. Speaker, you have correctly stated in recent weeks that this body should focus first on getting our economy going and fulfilling our constitutional obligation our way. And we share that commitment, and I think you heard Governor Dayton yesterday share that commitment as well. You've also stated that other more divisive issues should wait until we get that constitutional duty of balancing our budget done. So what this amendment does, Mr. Speaker, is fairly straightforward and simple. It's something that I think we've all agreed on publicly, and that is an amendment that says and makes clear to the people of Minnesota what our priorities are. And it says that no constitutional amendments will be considered by this body until we actually get our budget balanced and a budget balance bill signed into law. I'd ask for your support as we get down to the people's business, and I request a roll call, Mr. Speaker.
A roll call being requested. Do I see 15 hands? Seeing 15 hands, there will be a roll call. Member from Washington, Representative Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members, and thank you, Representative Thiessen, for bringing this forward. And we look forward to input from both sides of the aisle on our permanent rules as we move forward. This is something that we are both focused on. We're focused on the economy, we're focused on jobs and on bringing Minnesota back. And we are also focused moving forward on process, and we want to make sure that we do this in a thoughtful manner, also a transparent manner. We look forward to debating ideas like Representative Thiessen's in the Rules Committee and others, and would invite members from both sides of the aisle to continue to provide input for our permanent rules. However, we want to be able to have our members informed. We want to have input from the outside of the building as well. So with that, Mr. Speaker, I would move that we refer the Thiessen Amendment to the Committee on Rules.
Representative Dean moves the Thiessen Amendment referred to the Committee on Rules. Is there any discussion? Member from Hennepin, Representative Thiessen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I would oppose the motion. It is a straightforward amendment, easily understandable, and I think, again, something that we all agree on is that we should get our budget balanced before we deal with constitutional amendments and other issues. And so, Mr. Speaker, I'd ask that people oppose the motion to re-refer to the Rules Committee, and I'd ask for a roll call.
Representative Thiessen has requested a roll call. Are there 15 hands? Seeing 15 hands, there will be a roll call on the Dean motion. Is there any discussion? The member from Washington, Representative Dean.
Mr. Speaker and members, once again, I'd like to thank Representative Thiessen for this idea. I think it may be a valid one. It may be one that we incorporate. But it's also one that we have to weigh. We have to weigh that how this works with our budget and how that might affect the timing of our overall budget. And we want to do that in a very, very thoughtful manner. So with that, Mr. Speaker and members, I would recommend a green vote on this to debate this and other amendments within the Rules Committee in a very, very short period of time, and bring that back to the floor for a vigorous debate when all of our freshmen can be well informed on this and also hear from folks outside of this building.
Seeing no further discussion, the clerk will take the roll. The clerk will close the roll. There being 74 ayes and 60 nays, the Thiessen motion is referred to the Rules Committee.